Hey, before you skip this episode, I want you to hear one thing. What if I told you that in just 6 years, by 2030, most of the jobs we think are safe are actually not? And I'm not talking about factory workers or delivery drivers. I'm talking about lawyers, accountants, designers, writers, even doctors. Sound dramatic? Maybe, but today's guest has been saying this for over a decade, and the world is finally catching up to him. Welcome to Future Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Sara Malik, and this is the show where we don't just talk about the future, we try to understand it, question it, and most importantly, prepare you for it. We are an audio podcast, so whether you're commuting, cooking, or lying in bed wondering what your career looks like in 2030, you're in exactly the right place. And I promise you, by the end of this conversation, you will not just be informed, you will be thinking differently. Today, I'm sitting down with Dr. Roman Yampolskiy, one of the most respected and genuinely honest voices in AI safety research. He's a professor at the University of Louisville. He's written books on super intelligence, and he has a habit of saying things that make people deeply uncomfortable, because they're true. Dr. Yampolskiy, welcome to Future Talk.
Thank you, Sarah. Happy to be here and happy to make people uncomfortable today.
That's exactly why we invited you. Let's get into it. Now, for our listeners who might be hearing your name for the first time, and honestly, shame on them, but also this is their lucky day, tell us who you are. Not the resume version, the real version. How did you end up spending your life thinking about AI and whether it's going to destroy us?
Well, the short version is that I grew up fascinated by intelligence itself. What is intelligence? Can it be replicated? Can a machine be smarter than us? And once I started pulling on that thread, I couldn't stop. I went into computer science, then AI, and at some point I realized everyone was focused on making AI more powerful. Barely anyone was asking, what happens if we succeed? What are the risks? That's where AI safety comes from. It's not pessimism, it's responsibility.
And you've been doing this for what, 15, 20 years now?
More than 15 years seriously focused on AI safety, yes. When I started, people thought it was a niche, almost science fiction. Now it's on the front page of every newspaper. The field has changed enormously.
And your work has always been about super intelligence, AI that's not just good at tasks, but smarter than humans in every meaningful way. That's a scary thought for most people. Do you think that's realistic? Are we actually heading there?
I think the question isn't really if anymore. The question is when, and whether we'll be ready. Look at what's happened in the last 5 years alone with large language models, with image generation and reasoning systems. The progress is not linear, it's accelerating. And the honest answer is that most of us, including researchers, are genuinely surprised by how fast things are moving.
That's actually a great segue into our main topic today, because most people's first encounter with this acceleration is through their jobs. People are starting to feel it, and they're scared. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the future of work. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. How bad is it? How many jobs are we actually talking about being displaced by AI, and on what timeline?
The honest answer is more than most people are comfortable hearing. Various studies, Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, Oxford, have estimated anywhere from 30 to 80% of current jobs are at risk of significant automation within the next decade. Now, at risk doesn't mean gone overnight. It means changed beyond recognition, reduced in number, or completely replaced.
And when we say AI is replacing jobs, what exactly is happening? Because I think people imagine robots on an assembly line, but that's not really what we're talking about anymore, is it?
No, not at all. The first wave of automation, industrial robotics, was about physical, repetitive tasks. That's been happening since the 1960s. What we're experiencing now is something fundamentally different. We're automating cognitive tasks, tasks that require language, reasoning, pattern recognition, creativity, things we always thought were exclusively human. That's why this wave is so much more disruptive.
Can you give our listeners some examples? Because I think people still underestimate this.
Absolutely. Legal research. AI can now do in minutes what took junior lawyers weeks. Medical imaging analysis. AI systems are outperforming radiologists in detecting certain cancers. Financial analysis. Investment firms are replacing human analysts with AI systems that process data at superhuman speed. Content creation, writing, coding, graphic design, these are all being transformed right now. Not in theory, right now, today.
And this is what I want our listeners to really absorb, because we're not talking about some future scenario. We're talking about 2026. This is happening. So let me ask you the question that everybody actually wants answered. Which jobs are safe? You've said publicly that by 2030, only 5 categories of jobs will remain relatively secure. Tell us about those.
Right, and I want to be careful here. Safe is relative. No job is completely AI-proof forever, but there are categories that have structural advantages. Let me walk you through them. Job number 1, AI safety researchers and AI alignment scientists. First, and this might sound self-serving, but hear me out, AI safety researchers. The people who study AI systems are doing what we want them to. How to audit it, how to align it with human values, how to catch it when it goes wrong. This field is growing faster than universities can produce graduates.
But wait, couldn't AI itself eventually replace AI safety researchers? Like use AI to make AI safe?
That's exactly the right question, and the honest answer is maybe eventually, but we're not close. Right now, AI systems are not capable of auditing themselves reliably. We need humans in the loop. And even if AI gets involved, we'll still need humans to oversee that process. So for the foreseeable future, this is a human domain.
And what does a career path into AI safety look like for someone listening who finds this interesting?
Computer science, mathematics, philosophy, cognitive science, all of these feed into the field. Organizations like Anthropic, DeepMind's safety team, OpenAI's alignment team, and independent research institutes like MIRI are all hiring, and the demand is dramatically outpacing the supply of qualified people.
Okay, job number 2, and I'm guessing this one surprises people.
Tremendously. Skilled tradespeople, electricians, plumbers, HVAC technicians, construction workers, carpenters. These jobs are incredibly difficult to automate, and here's why people don't expect that.
Tell us why, because I think a lot of people assume machines can do physical work better than humans.
Machines can do repetitive physical work in controlled environments, a factory floor where everything is designed for the robot. But the real world is chaotic. Every plumbing job is different. Every house is wired differently. Every roof has a different problem. Robots need precise, predictable environments. Human tradespeople operate in completely unpredictable ones. They problem solve in real time. They improvise. They handle situations that have never existed before. That's extraordinarily hard to automate.
And ironically, while software engineers were worried about AI, the plumber is doing fine.
Exactly. The plumber who shows up at your house and figures out why your pipes are making a strange noise, that's still a human job, and it pays very well. These are jobs with dignity, with stability, and frankly, with a future.
Job number 3.
Job number 3, mental health professionals and human care workers. Therapists, counselors, psychologists, social workers, and more broadly, human care workers, caregivers for the elderly, for children, for people with disabilities.
But we're already seeing AI therapy apps, mental health chatbots. Isn't this being disrupted?
There's AI being applied in this space, yes, and for mild support, for resource delivery, for psychoeducation, AI tools can be helpful. But genuine therapeutic work, the kind that involves trust, presence, shared humanity, understanding trauma that isn't just data, that requires a human being. There's something that happens in a room between a therapist and a patient that technology cannot replicate. And as society gets more stressed, more isolated, more anxious, the demand for mental health care is skyrocketing. We are deeply undersupplied globally.
And you mentioned care workers. Tell me more about that.
We have an aging global population. By 2030, there will be more elderly people needing care than ever before in human history. Robots can assist. They can help with medication reminders, mobility, but the core of elderly care, companionship, dignity, emotional presence, that requires a human. These are jobs that will be needed desperately and cannot be fully automated.
Number 4, and this one is nuanced, isn't it? Because we've been told creative jobs are at risk.
Yes, and that's partly true, but it's more precise than that. Pure execution of creativity. Write me a paragraph, draw me a logo. Yes, AI is very good at that now. But what's not being automated is the strategic use of creativity. The creative director who understands a client's brand on a deep cultural level. The author who draws from unique life experience to say something genuinely new. The game designer who understands player psychology and creates something emotionally resonant.
So it's not just being creative, it's being creative and something else.
Exactly. It's creativity combined with judgment, with taste, with cultural intelligence, with strategic thinking. AI can generate 1,000 options. You need a human to know which one is right. That curatorial, directorial role, that remains deeply human.
And do you think people who are in creative fields right now need to consciously shift toward that strategic layer?
Absolutely. The graphic designer who says, "I execute what clients ask," is at risk. The creative director who says, "I understand what the brand needs and I use every tool available, including AI, to achieve that," is not. This is the key distinction.
And number 5, the one that literally wouldn't exist without AI itself.
Job number 5, AI trainers, prompt engineers, and human AI interface specialists. The people who work at the human AI interface, prompt engineers, AI trainers, AI auditors, human-in-the-loop specialists. These are people who know how to communicate with AI systems, how to get the right outputs, how to evaluate quality, how to catch errors. Every organization deploying AI needs these people. And right now, demand is enormous and the talent pool is tiny.
And this is interesting because it's a job that requires no traditional degree necessarily. Someone could learn this relatively quickly.
That's right. This is one of the most accessible career pivots available. It requires curiosity, systematic thinking, and a willingness to deeply engage with AI tools. Companies are paying extraordinarily well for people who are genuinely skilled at this. It's one of the fastest growing job categories in the world right now.
Okay, let's take a breath. 5 jobs: AI safety researchers, skilled tradespeople, mental health and care workers, creative strategists, and human AI interface specialists. For our listeners, we're going to have a full breakdown of all 5 of these in our show notes. But Dr. Yampolskiy, let me push back, because there must be jobs that you think people assume are safe, but are actually in serious danger.
Oh, this is important. The most dangerous assumption is that knowledge work is safe because it's complex. Law, accounting, certain areas of medicine, middle management, financial advising. People in these professions often feel untouchable because what they do took years to learn. But AI learns faster, and it can now replicate significant portions of what these professionals do.
Let's take law specifically, because lawyers feel very secure. They went to law school, they passed the bar, they have expertise.
Right, and parts of law will absolutely survive. Courtroom advocacy, complex negotiation, client relationship management at the highest level. But the grunt work of law, contract review, research, due diligence, first drafts of documents, that is being automated right now by tools that law firms are already deploying. The junior associate position is under enormous pressure. There will be fewer of those jobs, and the ones that remain will be very different.
What about teachers, educators?
Teachers are in a complex position. AI tutoring systems are genuinely impressive. They can personalize learning in ways that a classroom teacher with 30 students simply cannot. But the social role of the teacher, mentorship, inspiration, classroom culture, recognizing when a student is struggling, not academically, but emotionally, that is deeply human. I think teaching will transform rather than disappear, but it will look very different by 2030.
And the biggest mistake, the thing you wish people would stop doing when they think about their career security?
Assuming that what they do today will be what they do in 5 years. The biggest mistake is staying still, not watching what's happening, not learning, not adapting. The people who are most at risk are not the ones in dangerous professions. They're the ones in any profession who are not paying attention.
That's actually a really hopeful reframe. It's not about your job title, it's about your mindset.
Exactly. Adaptability is now a core professional skill, maybe the most important one.
All right, we're going into rapid fire, short answers. Ready?
Go ahead.
One skill every person should learn in the next 12 months.
How to effectively use AI tools. Not just use ChatGPT, actually understand what these systems can and cannot do.
Most overrated skill right now.
Memorization. The ability to recall information on demand is becoming less valuable when everything is searchable and AI can retrieve it instantly.
Most underrated skill.
Critical evaluation. Knowing whether what AI tells you is actually correct. Judgment, discernment. These become more valuable as AI generates more information.
If you had a 20-year-old kid coming to you for career advice today, what would you tell them?
Choose something that requires physical presence, emotional intelligence, or creative judgment, and never stop learning. The field you enter at 20 may not exist at 40, and that's okay, as long as you've built transferable skills.
Last one. Are you personally optimistic or pessimistic about where AI is taking us?
I'm a realist. AI has extraordinary potential to solve problems that have plagued humanity for centuries: disease, poverty, climate change, but it also poses genuine risks that we are not taking seriously enough. I work in AI safety because I believe we can get this right, but we have to choose to. It's not going to happen automatically.
That's a perfect answer. Dr. Yampolskiy, this has been genuinely one of my favorite conversations on this show. Thank you for being so honest and so clear.
Thank you, Sarah. Really enjoyed it.
Okay, Future Talk family, I hope your brain is buzzing right now because mine absolutely is. Let me quickly recap the 5 jobs Dr. Yampolskiy says will remain relevant by 2030. 1. AI safety researchers and alignment scientists. 2. Skilled tradespeople, electricians, plumbers, carpenters. 3. Mental health and care workers. 4. Creative plus strategy professionals, creative directors, storytellers. And 5. AI trainers, prompt engineers, and human AI interface specialists. And the most important takeaway, it's not just about which job you have, it's about the mindset you bring to it. Adaptability, judgment, the willingness to keep learning. Those are the things AI cannot take from you. Now, if this episode gave you something to think about, here's what I want you to do. 3 things. First, share this episode with someone whose career you care about, a friend, a family member, someone who needs to hear this. Second, follow Future Talk Podcast wherever you listen. New episodes every week, and trust me, the conversations only get better. And third, leave us a comment or a review. Tell me, which of the 5 jobs surprised you most? Which one do you think your future is in? We read every single message. This podcast is a conversation, and I genuinely want to hear from you. Thank you to the incredible Dr. Roman Yampolskiy. Links to his work, his books, and a full breakdown of today's 5 jobs are in the description below. I'm Sara Malik, and you've been listening to Future Talk Podcast. The future is coming faster than you think. Let's be ready for it together.